Hello guys, welcome to my Sundowns fan vlog. We're here to give you a review of game versus Black Leopards and do player ratings. But before we go into the review, please subscribe to my Sundowns fan vlog to the channel. Like this video, share this video. If you subscribe, thank you. If you haven't, please subscribe. Press that button on the corner there. Subscribe and press that other bell to get notifications when a new episode is dropping. And talking about new things, we have a new feature called the Yellow Corner. It's the preview show featuring Thabiso Motloung and his brother Rapelang. We are kind of building a dynasty here with the Molefe brothers and the Motloung brothers. So I might need to bring my little brother as well. I'm being outnumbered. I'm being sandwiched. So yeah, we have a new show. It's called Yellow Corner. It's a preview show. You will get it a day before a match day. We'll be previewing the games that come day before. We'll drop it a day before. They do a little preview into the team that we are playing. They'll be looking into possible starting lineups, how we set up, and exciting developments. And to tell you the truth, we actually lost a bet, so that's why we're giving them this show. But don't tell them I told you that.
Some top content coming up, I'm sure. I'm sure the boys are cooking some top content.
Yes, very good developments on the channel, and excited to see what the guys do. And the first episode is actually on Friday. They're previewing the game versus Chipa. I know it's on Sunday, but the launch is actually on Friday. But going forward, we'll give you the preview a day before the game. So yeah, back to today's game. Talks, how do you see that game?
Back to the review.
Yeah.
Today was not at 20 minutes. I told Neo that today is not. It's not about how we are playing. It's about get the 3 points and get the hell out of it with 3 points, and 3 points get confidence booster. Every 3 points, you play better with collecting 3 points, because if we had lost or drew this game, considering the Dosa Komarao, it was we would have been in a rut. So now the 3 points was the only thing that mattered today. Yes, we didn't play as well as I wanted us to play. But when you're in a rut, when you've had no wins in the past 3 games, 1 goal in 3 games, and you go to Toyando on a gravel road, all you need is 3 points, and that's what they did. Tough game, very tough game. Not tough because Leopards made it tough for ourselves. We made it tough for ourselves starting from the starting lineup.
Yeah, let's go into the starting lineup. We played Dennis Holangaman. Oh, I'm tired of Langaman. Libuta, Mvala, and we played Busquets right back today. He's a boy. And we set up a midfield 3 of Shompo, the 6, Maboe, and who else was in the midfield 3?
George.
Oh, George, I forgot George, yeah. And the front 3 that has been firing from Team 1. I wasn't okay. I was a bit confused. Why are we playing? I was telling you now, Gary, in the absence of River, we should just play the boy in his rightful position as a 6. When he came on against Zhuaning in Botswana, he played as a 6. There's a reason why they call him Busquets. Like, he's a cleaner, like he's a 6. But I understand the fact that Tapelo is not there. But if Tapelo is not there, why don't you play Harold? Because Harold came on in the past 2 games and he looked decent. Okay, maybe you're looking at the fact that maybe like Harold doesn't have the pace, or I don't know. I don't know the reasons. I don't know why they felt Busquets will be good enough at right back ahead of Harold. And also, like, it was also his PSL debut. He made his professional debut for Sundowns in Botswana, and his PSL debut. I think my only concern, Tuto, is just playing him out of position instead of playing him as a six. And okay, with Mvan. The one thing that people are crying about is inconsistent like lineups, and they're also not making it easy on themselves because we understand a bit why lineups are not the same. It's because we have a lot of injuries, and we also have a lot of medical reasons that force us to not have certain players. So, and which is obvious, they are in quarantine. So, I don't know. What do you say about that level?
I wasn't happy with. If I'll be honest, I haven't seen the kid play. I asked you low money live twice. I
Yeah,
haven't
I
seen him
only saw him play live twice when he was still on loan for Ajax.
Yes. So, but his nickname is Busquets. There's no Busquets in the world that plays right back, right? He's a six, like you said. So taking the lad and Umia go right back while you have Harold on the while you have Lebo who's played against Orlando Pirates, go the bubble, go right back. You have those options. Why don't you switch the two? If Unoko Desa Lebo, which I think is right now is not the correct decision because he's terribly off form. If no Desa Lebo, then play him go right back. Let him regain his confidence, go right back because he's got the engine to go up and down. One thing about Lebo, he's got the engine to go up and down. So play him there. At six, play George and KK as the eight how they'll cover the ground, they'll cover him, but I'm protect Talia. So I thought that was one wrong. The Walangaman cannot be playing 4 games in 11 days for Mamelodi Sundowns in 2021. I am sorry, guys. We after having arguably the best window we've had in a very long time and acquiring what we've acquired, there is no way Langa, the legend that Langa is, should be playing 4 games in 11 days for Mamelodi Sundowns. No way, guys. So that was another one, and his performance justified is like what I'm saying right now. He had a horrible performance. He had a bad performance. Langa can't pass 5 centimeters. He can't do that. The midfield.
Langa can't even pass gas.
The midfield, I would play KK because of performance here Saturday. George, yeah. Oof, River must come back. George, yeah. And then Kulisi, I would have played Kulisi, and he showed why I would have played his performance after he came in. And then the front three, I would have picked the front three that they played. So, and the centre back pairing, no need to fix it after Tony Vala produced the performance he produced on Saturday. So, those couple of things, boy, I think getting a bit iffy about that lineup. And what I'm talking about, the issues, taking the result now, played itself themselves out during the game. Like, Langa had a poor game. The lad, Mkize, Leopards were overloading his side, and understand Donald CM is a smart coach. He'll overload his side. After that yellow card, the first 20 minutes, I think. So, and Goliab, yeah, Leopards equally on their side. We didn't, like Coach Mangoba said, we didn't shift in time to cover that side, and there was a cross from that side, and they scored.
Yeah. I share your sentiments when it comes to Langaman. You know, right now, remember when we spoke after the game on Saturday, we said there's no way like Mkulisi is not starting against Leopards. Like there's no way. And there was a way he didn't start. I think, you know, I actually have you have a Mabue who's off form. You have a George who hasn't, okay, against Swallows he looked decent, but in a Sundowns midfield, you can't have one player who's looking decent. Trompo hasn't played in a while, and Trompo every time. Trompo. I always tell you, Trompo always shows up like last 10 games of the season. Like
True.
I've been saying this for the past 3 seasons. So I think now we are actually losing the front three. You can't fault much because I understand people want Gaston to start, but front three started well when Gaston was on fed up leave. Like when he was trying to force when he was trying to force a move at Al Ahly, front three was balling. Like they were balling those guys. So they're the only ones that you can say on merit. Even if you're playing your strongest squad, everyone is fit, medically and physically fit. You start that front three, no one complains much, unless it's just a matter of saying Gaston, like you just want to play Gaston because of that. But the front three has showed you why you can play them. Namai, I think the games where we've been dropping points is I'll always give the benefit of the doubt to the coaches, and I don't want to use this word, but I'm forced to use it. The stubbornness of playing this rigid midfield. This midfield, Tutlo, the reason why we're not free flowing is that this midfield, Yonaka is
True.
I don't even know what to call it. Like,
True.
it's like Sundowns ever top because of that midfield. Like, there's no oil in that midfield. The machinery is not oil.
Like I'm gonna give an example. Team Europe, how when Eloscom would lose it when you see Milner,
It's Milner.
Henderson, and
Wijnaldum.
it's similar. It's similar.
Too rigid, man. Like, you see now, if you play George, Tompo, and Spelele, at least George can pick a pass. Spelele is very dynamic. So at least like if you can play that midfield for 3 games, you will get something out of it. But now I honestly feel if Riva is not there, okay, I understand AJ, like Coach Mangoba said, they were afraid to start AJ because he just came back from injury. And I know people will say if he's good enough for the bench, he's good enough to start. No, that's not how it works.
Good enough for training.
Exactly. Like you can play because how you don't 70 minutes, they're still gonna complain to say why did he take off AJ? He could have taken out Mvala. Mvala was playing goalkeeper that day. Like Mvala will play anywhere and people will say, why was that on Mvala? You know what I mean? So it's a bit frustrating to see our midfield like that because Sundowns always wins and destroys teams from midfield. Like our midfield is just too rigid, guys. Like that midfield, someone needs. It's like a clogged drain. Like I give the Ishota in. Like Ishota means you're really vinegar. Like
Before we came on air, you said something interesting, and I'm gonna ask you right now.
yeah.
If Riva and AJ are not fit, is it time to change from
Midfield too.
if
Midfield too.
you have to be you have to be flexible, healthy coach. So at the time when AJ and Riva are not there, is it time to change the formation?
It is because when AJ and Riva are fully fit, the midfield three works so well because they understand what they're supposed to do. But now you can't just plug out people and plug in people and expect things to be the same because like there's no better six than Riva. There's no better ball playing six than Riva. So who are you gonna play? You can play George, but George only thrive when like he has an AJ, like when he has I don't know, maybe Mkulisi or whatever. But I think right now we are being victims of what we did against Pirates working so well, and now we want to do it in other games, whereas the other games are not the same as Pirates because Toto like Hodala against the Batla over Batla. But when you play a team that goes at you, and you have the firepower to have a go at them, obviously it will look better. But if you're playing against a team that's sitting back, when you're playing Mvala in midfield, it just does not work because he can't do what an AJ does. Like AJ is dynamic. can't do what River does because River is a better ball passer. He can't press the way Maboe presses. So it can be like for like. When River is not there, let me tell you, when River is not there, even if AJ is there, now we'll play midfield 2. I think a midfield 3 only works with River because River, his passing helps us and it makes the 2-8 look so good. And they have all the time in the world because River recycles the ball so well and he's so smart. Okay, it's overloaded this side. Let me recycle the ball. Let me take it this side. And then those guys like open up and then we get the spaces. But when River's not there, we have all the time on the ball and teams can just sit and be stagnant and be stubborn and we look like we don't know what we're doing. When River is not there, play midfield 2, please.
It's easy for teams to sit back and let us have the ball when River's not there.
Simple.
Like you're saying, when River is there, like he can switch play easily, get either foot and fast.
Left, I know that
left to right and fast and we can like you said, we move better when even the eights move better, even the front three moves better when River's there. So he affects a lot of stuff about Rivaldo Gutierrez.
Yeah, so for me, even if River can be back now and start training tomorrow or Friday, I don't think he can be. Like I've seen him go back straight into the starting lineup and look good. But to be honest with you, AJ played today. I think he might be good for a start on Sunday. I think start AJ and Kulisi or AJ and George. I don't know. Just play a midfield 2 and have a front 4. They're not giving Gaston and Mshishi enough time with Kemet and Shalulile because it's always
either or.
Kemet out or one sort like either or Yarbolaya. So have our 2 best hands on the field with our 2 best strikers. Like we will definitely get chances and bury a chance or 2. We will not easily, but we have a chance of averaging at least 2 goals. And it's not easy for Sundowns to score 2 goals and not lose it and not win a game. I mean, guys. I don't want to lie to you. Like it's really frustrating. I think our coaches really must rethink this thing, persisting with a midfield 3, even when the personnel doesn't allow us to do what we do when we are playing a midfield 3 in AJ Lee River. You put AJ and River there, even Tommy Vala can drop it 10 out of 10. You put AJ and River and can put and whoever you want there. Because I also feel like if we play midfield 2, Mshishi will drop deep. But now, when Mshishi drops deep, the gap Mshishi leaves still has Gaston there. You know what I mean? Gaston can still can play combinations with Kemet and you can still have Shalulile ready to bury a chance. I mean, guys, I know it's not copy and paste and putting names and winning games, but more, let's just try to be tactically flexible, please.
You said a mouthful, and I agree with everything that you said. Like you took the words right out of my mouth. Everything is like sometimes we want to give the coaches the benefit of the doubt, and these guys have only been 4 months into their respective jobs, and the first couple of months have been brilliant. Just that this January it's been stop start because of and it's not huge things. It's just minute details. This player for this player, this formation for this formation, like it's not something huge, something like genius or whatever. It's something small, and I really hope they fix it going forward.
Yeah, we can go into the ratings. Oh my God, Yamutabela double figure study clean sheet Denise. Yo.
But he think there was a shot after Wako, like they would have been 2-0 up where he said he does.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, Denise has been playing well. This season, Denise, Laila K, Peter Shaluli, Letemba Zwane have been our best players.
Definitely.
And Brian Onyango. But Brian Onyango, I think since the beginning of this year, from the game appeared.
And Rivaldo Gutierrez whenever he's playing.
Oh yes, obviously Rivaldo Gutierrez. But the thing is that he hasn't played much recently, so yeah.
So Dennis 6.
Yeah, that's the rating I was thinking about. Because at the end of the day, he conceded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tuho Langerman, 1.
No, not.
Yeah, 0. I guess now I give the 1. It's like I thought of 2, and then I'm like, no, something lower. But living the 1, he doesn't do that. You know what? Tuho Langerman, -5. Like that guy is horrible, guys. Like, well, you know, it pains me who like that Langerman 2016, 2015, 16, 17 Langerman, like
Untouchable.
yeah. Langerman 0. He did nothing. Nothing. Like
And it's no for many no just many something. Why is the Holangaman taking our set pieces? It boggles my mind. The Holangaman takes our corners, tackle left, tackle right. Then where our free kicks is like, why George Maluraka has a mean a dead ball delivery on him? Why, if he's on the field, why is he not taking them? How does
it's those small details that make you feel hore. You know when you're losing to doing everything right. You know, like when you must clock in at 7 and you clock in at 2 and you check everything, and then at 7 the machine starts running and you still don't get it right, and you're like, you know, I did everything right. Like I did everything right. Now I'd rather have these crappy results and draws, doing things the right way. He said, Peter and the right people, showing we are not taking anything for granted. Like, but, I mean, how is Langerman taking us a piece, guys? Oh, man. No, man. No. Nah, I don't know this Sundowns team. Nah, I don't know.
No, we can't have Langham taking our set pieces, coaches. No way. No way.
No, I didn't see the first half. But what I saw of Libusa in the second half, I don't think Libusa had a good game today. Little Katyamvala is because Libusa misjudged the ball and he thought he would intercept it Kopeli and then Yamufita, and it left us with our S's exposed.
100%. That Itomileka came at giving away a stupid killer's ball in midfield, and then Musa Lubusa le Barkman Mvala going for the same ball. And then Mvala had to do what they had to do. So Lubusa had a hand in Mvala's red card. Definitely had a hand.
Yes. Rating.
In the second half, he cleared after a red card. He started dominating in the air. Atusa organizer le Kekana, which I thought KK was good at centre back. Atusa le KK to shift around. He did okay in after the red card. He did okay. I won't lie.
A rating.
I don't know, 5.
4.
Oh no. 4.5. We can't only do this. 4.5. He's the editor of our plan.
Yeah. Mvala.
Before the red card, he wasn't troubled. He didn't lose many balls. I counted. It was a whatever, if I'm not mistaken. He took one for the team.
Yeah.
I saw people stupid from Vala. Yeah, the back and then we're never going to come back. There was no way.
But I should have let them score.
The reason Yango was 1 versus 2, Karuru and Ramagala were through on goal. 1 versus 2, Bafista Dins Onyango. They were not going to miss that. It was 2-0 with 64 minutes played. That's good night. Let's not even kid ourselves. He took part for the team. He made the result possible.
Yes.
He made the result. So beside that little mistake between Ali and Musa, he played okay. He played okay, and he took one for the team. Massive contribution to this victory.
Rating?
Right.
Okay. Nkize.
They threw him into the Lions then.
Thrown into the Lions then for your debut, my man. Like, some people have never seen that boy play. And the first time they see him play with the right back, it's so unfair, shame.
No one's asking the film Balaboka. He didn't get a rating.
Oh. What rating would you give Nkize?
Boy, it's unfortunately, I'm going to give him a 4. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. But another MDC graduate playing professional top flight football.
And stuff. How many have we promoted in the last couple of years?
Bless Keleto Kumela didn't get to play. So I'm gonna skip him and say Keleto, Bless Promkuma, Harold, Busquets, Mdluli. That's what 5-6.
The 2 big ones, of course, Madisha and Pacey.
Oh, then again, like in the past 2 seasons.
No, I think maybe from Pacey going forward.
Oh yeah, Madisha, Pacey. Yeah.
Give me a team who has 5 or 6 of them. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's like a 7, 8. That is a lot of players. Trompo. I think he did well at centre back actually.
He did. No, he did. And it was smart from the coaches, and we should consider this when we rate them. That during chaos they were calm and thought, okay, instead of Konsa and attacking players and say maybe Harold at centre back, let's move KK who's already there at centre back and move Temba Kodalale Maluleka in midfield and leave Shaudile Erasmus Kopele.
Yeah, and to put Dali in midfield and take Mabu to right back.
Which was smart from the coaches. So taking Trump to centre back was he's not a centre back. He did well. We didn't concede after Romarao, and they were not threatening us. Really, they were not threatening us. It's just that one chance. The keeper is even come out high.
And and the header. Tusu Kumar was having a good game against us, Katrina. Like, you could see it was a man playing against his former team. He played that brilliant cross, and then he also had the assist. But how did Trompo play in midfield before he played in centre back?
Not as well as Saturday. Like it.
Yeah.
Passes really wayward today, but he was our only pressing trigger, which didn't frustrate because there were a lot of opportunities for the counter press, and then there was Trompo and Peter Shaulilefele, and then the rest didn't follow. So Leopards could easily bypass it. So,
wow. Actually, I wanted to say 4.5, but I think a 4 is okay. Mido in the second half, no.
Then he looked tired. Then
he looked out of ideas. There was a ball that I forgot if it was Kemet or Kapinga who played it back. If Mido is a bit more composed, I think someone was coming to his left, but he just wanted to shoot left. The ball thing was so wayward. Like the
I remember.
defenders didn't even bat an eyelid. Yeah, woman. Mido, except for the Soros game where he was much better than he was the previous game. It's a shame that we are not seeing the Mido we saw Kabarok.
Kabaro Galgati's Galaxy.
Yes. Oh, yes. Tails Galaxy more than any other game. I think Mido is a 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mabu as well is a 3.
Definitely.
Yeah. Timbazwane.
He looked lethargic today.
Mm.
They came it. They looked like lethargic. Like I don't know why. I don't know what. He didn't look, especially in the first half. He didn't look himself.
Yeah, I think he just found a gay up when we were 10 men down. He was getting himself in the right position. I think our current midfield 3 is actually not helping Temba because we've been playing a midfield diamond since the season started. And Mchishi, that's why he's performed so well. But lately, he has to go so deep. And when he goes deep and collects the ball and tries to advance the ball forward, it actually goes against playing in that at the tip of the midfield diamond because he kind of looks useless because he's not doing what he's supposed to do. And like all the teams that we've played, like we are not operating in the spaces that we've been operating in since the beginning of the season. And Kemba has dropped since River Artswa and AJ got injured. Like Kemba's performance levels have dropped.
Definitely. And you're right about him dropping too deep to collect the ball, and that's why that's where Leo is not helping the situation. Liam,
Yeah.
like Nkulisi, he can do that for Temba. Temba can stay up there and do his magic. Nkulisi can progress the ball, something Level was doing, something AJ has been doing. So yeah, you're right about Temba dropping too deep. Yamakawat.
Yeah. And he could have scored Kajenu. You go around the keeper there. Like, the first touch wasn't that bad. That first touch wasn't that bad. Like, he goes left. Whatever happens, keeper, it's either maybe a penalty or like you just take a chance. Ow. Because I understand he couldn't have headed that ball because Niluku Kulele. But I also feel like Shaluli should have played. I also feel like Shaluli should have played that ball more fast. In between.
Ground,
Yes. I think he should have played the ball on the ground. Yes. But Mshishi there, like a fresh Mshishi, like I think was gonna be so composed and score. I've seen Mshishi score in front of 2 defenders. Like remember that goal he scored called Bloemfontein when we won 1-0. The previous season who correlated for the second season Hokoraye. I've seen him do that. Like so I put his Mshishi in as a goalkeeper, like Upal like so oh wow. 3.5. King was in hand.
No good.
Yeah. Emmett.
He's another one who looked lively after we went 10 men down. He ran more. Like first half, he looked like but he ran more when we went down to 10 men. But his overall performance was not good enough today.
Rating. Huh?
3.
3. Shall we leave?
Best signing in the world.
In world football.
The guy fights, eh? Yo, the guy fights. For both goals, not a finish, but the first one, greater stuff.
Yeah.
Rating 7.
7. Or Bracey 7 fell.
I knew you were going to disagree.
Chompang.
I'm thinking about the overall performance. Yes, the brace was
That's true though. That's true though. But at least 7.5.
7.5 is fine.
Let's see how much SofaScore has given Shalulile. Let's see. Let me see if your rating is at least close to what SofaScore is saying.
It doesn't.
Arenge?
Is it?
Areng Neo?
Oh, SofaScore annually ratings at PSL.
Oh yes, I see now. Yeah, but yeah, 7.5. AJ.
I need AJ National on Sunday.
Eh?
Whatever happens.
Uring Tutlo?
But I need AJ in my midfield on Sunday, whatever happens.
Same here.
You lost me.
Yeah, I had lost you for 2 seconds. AJ was part of the revolution that came on in the second half. Even though like he misplaced a few balls, but he looked so good. Like our midfield looked so good when he came on.
Energetic, yeah. Can I give him a 4? Between a 4 and a 5.
Oh, well, not the 4, 5.
Yeah.
I think the best performer of the bench for me was Pelele Mkhulisi. I know Kapinga performed so well, Gaston performed so well, but for me, Mkhulisi gave our midfield. Mkhulisi was like, what do you call those things? Life support, like there's a life support. Like Mkhulisi he gave us like it was a breath of fresh air when he came on. He won so many balls, was advancing the ball, also made Gaston look good. Like he fought. I think for me, Mkhulisi 6.
I agree.
Yeah, Gaston.
Made the first goal look good. Should have scored with the header, AI grilling, the goalkeeper saved. He looked good, Len. I don't want to lie.
Gaston has never had a bad game Govender in the seasons that he came to Sundowns. Last 2 seasons, he balled out Govender.
He looked good. He pressed them. He made the right decisions. Combination play with the front players. Kapinga when he came on, he looked good. A 5.5 for Gaston, definitely.
Yeah. Kapinga same 5.5 for Kapinga. He helped so much when he came on, Kapinga, and even the second goal is all up to him. Actually, I'm gonna give him a 6. Huliganale Blesser Kapinga, because I think his performance was on par with Blesser. Even though I feel like I appreciated that Blesser more because our midfield was dead.
True.
Yes, and like he was like he gave us new life. So I think it's also a 6 for Kapinga. I think that's.
Sorry, boy. If you're going to give Kapinga and Blesser 6, I think Gaston does deserve a 6.
Yeah, you can bump him up. It was your rating after all.
He looked very, very lively, and we scored through Gaston, and true to those words, he created the first goal. So I think a 6. All of them.
Yeah,
all 3 of them.
All 3 of our 10s that came on the second half, they deserve a 6. I think for the past weeks, I've been saying, what I don't appreciate about Kapinga is his loose balls. Like his shots are weak. He's a bit casual on the ball. His passes aren't like as convincing. But today, when he came on, he looked like that Kapinga that I saw when we played Leopards. He looked like the Kapinga that I saw when Leopards were playing Chiefs, Govenda. The Kapinga I saw when the Leopards played Pirates for Orlando last season. That's the Kapinga I saw. And he looked so good. The way he took on the defenders, and even though his shot was wayward, but it's still an assist because Chalule was smart enough to kill that ball and shoot. So I think Kapinga looked so good. That's the Kapinga I want to see. Like I want to see that type of Kapinga because Rishota, the element that he brought on, like taking on players, like only Gaston takes on players like that. Mshishi is just smart enough to play in the right spaces, but he doesn't have that thing of taking players on. That's not his game. So I want to see more of that. I want to see more of that from Kapinga. More of that, please. Yeah, at the six. Who came on? Who came on? Oh, it was just the guys. Those guys, right? It was AJ, Kapinga, Gaston, and yeah, that's it. And Kulisi. So yeah, coaches. How do you rate them?
Coaches, bad. Not bad. Average starting lineup. Good changes at the right time. Very good changes. Tactically, in the second half after the red card, very good from them. But that persistent play thing out a rigid 3-man midfield and playing the left back there. And oh yeah, thanks now again. And throwing cheese in the deep end in the wrong position, that no for me, no. But because of I was impressed with changes they made and the tactical switches they made after the red card. In the first place, we wouldn't be in that position if it wasn't for them. But anyway, a 5.
Okay, I get it's a 5 because of the changes, the technical changes they made and the subs they made. But if you start the right team, you don't get you don't have to do that. Like you don't have to save. It's like someone letting you go into a swimming pool, swimmer, just so that you nearly drown and he saves you. Just be responsible, man. Like be responsible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't gonna give them a 5. Trust me. Now I was gonna give them a 3.
Sure.
Look, this is Mamelodi Sundowns, boy. You must be so meticulous about everything. This is Mamelodi Sundowns, boy. Like, I don't want to keep going and addressing this thing. Coach Pizzo this, Coach Pizzo that. Coach Pizzo is no longer here. But it's a fight. For the past seasons, I know it's not like it was always rosy. Coach Pizzo, we 100 points every season. No. Bizzo had times where he frustrated us. There were times where we drew 3 games in a row. There were times when we lost and whatnot. But it's not often that you questioned his starting lineup. Even though like there were times like the past 2 seasons where we basically didn't have players. You see, with the material we have now, guys, let's do better there. Let's do better.
Let's pick the right starting lineup.
Please. Yeah, but all in all, yeah, we'll take the 3 points, but really not impressed by how we've been playing. We've been playing horribly past games. Like even against Pirates, we didn't play that well. So since the beginning of the year, we haven't been playing well. We only played well against the Zwaneng at home, and I think that's about it this year.
I think Baroka we created chances. Baroka.
Oh yes, Baroka. We were a bit more fluid. Sorry. Baroka we were a bit more fluid than.
Rivaldo was playing.
Yes. We have no excuse. Sunday we are playing Call of Duty, guys. The pitch allows us to play good football, guys. Let's do the right thing, guys. Let's do the right thing. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you disagree with anything we've said here, if you feel it, so there's no need to tell us. It's past. We are past this result and what we said here. So yeah,
Yeah, we are looking forward to yellow corners.
looking forward to
Preview.
Yellow Corner. Please, guys, put your reminders on the YouTube channel, on our YouTube channel to get the notification. The Yellow Corner is kicking off this Friday, previewing the Chiba United game. Tamiso and his little brother have a show. Who knows who's next? Bye bye, guys. Bye bye.